Hello everyone, I am Monica from this channel IELTS9. So here in this video I am going to solve only true, false, not given, and these are three only. Okay, and this true, false, not given exercise I have taken from this book, IELTS Cambridge IELTS book number 15, test number 1, and the title of this reading is Nutmeg, a Valuable Spice. Okay, now straight away I will be looking at the question statement. Before proceeding, you should know what is the meaning of true, false, not given. Okay, so it is important to know if the statement agrees with the information. So what is the statement and where is the information? Okay, statement are these are the statement questions. Okay, 5 6 7, there are three questions, there are three statements, and you will find this information in the reading passage. Okay, reading passage means, like I had already shown it to you, so this is this reading passage, you will find the information. Yes. Okay, now there is confusion between false and not given. Okay, so many students are finding this problem, so they can't decide whether the statements are false or not given. So true means easily you can understand that if the statement agrees, if everything from the statement is described into the information, like into the passage, then definitely it is agree. Then when, in what situation false, not given will be there? So it is clearly given if the statement contradicts the information. If it means this is the statement and in paragraph you have some different information but covering all the parts of the statement. Suppose in this question, in the Middle Ages, suppose they are not saying anything about Middle Ages. In fact, they may be saying in the modern times or in the modern ages, then of course the statement is of course then the statement would be contradicting. Okay, this contradict, instead of Middle Ages, they will be, if they are talking about any other age, like modern ages and prehistorical ages, then this is contradiction kind of example. Okay, now here if they are saying Europeans instead of Europeans, if they are saying Africans, if they are saying any other like Asians, then again this is contradiction. And if they are saying where nutmeg was grown, new, if they are saying in the information they did not, Europeans did not know, then of course this is, here they are saying they knew, and in information in paragraph if they are saying did not know, then again contradicts. And now question arises, in what situations we can write not given. So same, we will take this example. In the Middle Ages, most Europeans knew where nutmeg was grown. One method is you divide the statement into three parts or two parts, and another method is just look at the keywords to find the location of this statement into the passage. Okay, so let's find this first question number 5 according to the first method. In the Middle Ages, comma, most Europeans knew where nutmeg was grown. So I am just dividing like that. After comma it is that most Europeans knew this and where nutmeg was grown. So these are the three things, three important things in this question statement. Okay, if you have found suppose this you have got where nutmeg was grown, this you have got, and here they are saying half of the Europeans or very few few Europeans knew only, then again this is contradiction. And if they say that Europeans did not know, again this is contradiction. And if they are not talking about where nutmeg was grown, and they are talking about Middle Ages, most Europeans know, and something different thing, then in that situation you will be writing not given statement. Okay, and another method is what I do, I don't do not divide the question statement, but you can always do like that only. First, I find the important keywords to find the location. Middle ages is the important keyword, and of course, Europeans also. Okay, so after finding the location, I will read the two sentences, the main location, Middle Ages. Of course, for this statement, you are not going to get yes, information in one sentence. You have to read one sentence ahead and one sentence at the 2 3 sentences. You need to know the exact meaning of this statement. Okay. Yes, after finding the location, what I am doing, so I will be finding all the things, all the meaning, the meaning of this statement, and I will focus on this main verb. So it is important to find the main verb, whether Europeans knew where nutmeg was grown or not. If yes, everything we have found, but if we this is missing now, then again this is another scenario, another answer will be there. If you know that most Europeans or every European or all of Europeans or so most means more than 80% you can say. Okay, so when it is given, definitely we will get true. And if it is not given, like did not know, they did not know from where nutmeg was coming or was coming to their area, so indirectly they will tell the things, then false will be there. And if they are not talking about where nutmeg was grown and everything, then of course it will be not given. Let's find it in the passage. So in first paragraph there were no Middle Ages, so my keyword is to find the location is Middle Ages. Okay, and after that I will be reading for Europeans. Okay, spice to Europe. Okay, okay, let's read it from here. Nutmeg was a highly prized and costly ingredient in European cuisine in the Middle Ages and was used as a flavoring and okay, throughout this period means Middle Ages, the Arabs were the exclusive importers of the spice to Europe. Okay, they sold nutmeg for high prices to merchants based in Venice, but they never revealed the exact location of the source of this extremely valuable commodity. So what should be the answer? Now from here to here you have to read it for getting the answer. So here they are saying European cuisine. This was the important thing. Nutmeg in flavoring and for medical purposes, for preserving agent and all. Arabs were bringing that spice to Europe, and in Venice it was based. Merchants all were based, but they never revealed exact location of the source. It means what the statement is saying. In the Middle Ages, most Europeans knew where nutmeg was grown. So most Europeans, how they will come to know? Because your Arabs were not disclosing the things from where they are bringing. They never revealed the exact location. It is written. They never revealed the exact location of the source of this extremely valuable commodity. It means most Europeans did not know. So it is contradict. So my answer is false. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Sixth one. The VOC was the world's first major trading company. Okay, first major trading company. So my keyword is this to find the location VOC. After that, after getting the location, I will be looking for VOC, whether it was the world's major first trading company or it was not. If it was the first, then true. If it was not the first, whether it was the second, third, or anything, then it would be false. And if they are not talking about world's first major trading company, they are not discussing anything that it was whether it was first or not, or they may not be talking about VOC, then not given will be there. Let's find the location. So this paragraph is done. Of course, we will be finding the answer after this paragraph. So VOC I can see here. You can just look at this VOC word. Let's read it. We have to reread the question again and again, translate it into your own language. Was the first major trading. First I will be focusing, after finding everything, I will be focusing on this first. If it was first, then true. If it was not first, then contradiction, false. And then if they are not talking about that it was first or second, then of course not given. Let's read it. Founded in 1602, Dutch merchants founded the VOC, a trading corporation better known as the Dutch East India Company. By VOC was the richest commercial operation in the world. The company had 50,000 employees, private ships, at the same time thousands of people. Okay, so till here we have not found anything. It means what? You can decide yourself. Now tell me, till the time I am writing it here, was the world's first major trading company. Instead they were talking about world's richest company. So what should be the answer? So answer should be yes, not given. Okay, not given. So it is not given that it was first major trading company or not. Okay, let's move on to the third one, the seventh question number. Following the Treaty of Breda. Following means after the Treaty of Breda, the Dutch had control of all the islands where nutmeg grew. The Dutch had control. Of course, this is already, it is given in three parts. The same like fifth one. Following the Treaty of Breda, this and had control of all islands where nutmeg grew. Okay, in fact, you can just divide the sentence into two parts, this and this. If you found you are finding it like the same as it is, when they were doing Treaty of Breda, after that the Dutch had control all the islands where nutmeg was grown up. Okay, so if they will say after this Treaty of Breda, Dutch had not any control, they were not having access to these islands where nutmeg was growing up. Of course, this would be a false. If they are not talking about any Treaty of Breda, okay, and if they are not talking about any island where nutmeg grew up, and they are talking about the fight between Dutch and Britishers, then it is not given. Let's find it. So what is my, this is my keyword to find the location. Okay, so that is the thing. We have got answer second here. And after, so main word, so Treaty of, so different word that is in different style actually. Treaty of, yes, Treaty of Breda is here. You can always find it like this. Okay, so let's read it from here. After decades of fighting for control of this tiny island, just a minute. So here is my answer, this, and I will be reading it here. After decades of fighting for control of this tiny island, okay, the Dutch and British arrived at a compromise settlement, the Treaty of Breda, in 1667. Intent on securing their hold over every nutmeg producing island, yes, they are discussing, the Dutch offered a trade. Okay, if the British would give them the island of Run, they would in turn give Britain a distant and much less valuable island in North America. The British agreed. That other island was Manhattan, which is how New Amsterdam became New York. The Dutch now had a monopoly over the had a monopoly means control. Okay, control over the nutmeg trade, which would last for another century. So what do you think about this statement? Now you must have understood. Treaty of Breda is there, control is also there, the Dutch had control. So it is given like that in statement. I will show you. Following the Treaty of Breda, the Dutch had control of all the islands where nutmeg grew. So all the island securing their hold on every. So every means all. Okay, all nutmeg producing island. The Dutch offered it trade. So here the Dutch now had a monopoly over the nutmeg trade which lasts for another. So it means this statement is perfectly matching. It is written following the Treaty of Breda. This we have got. The Dutch had control, yes, of all the islands where nutmeg grew. So this was also given. So all the islands, every island it was given. So that is the thing. It is true. Okay. So this was your true false not given exercise.